Hey yo, what's up and welcome. I'm the one and only West Coast King, and welcome back to the LAFC career where, yes, we're still in the transfer window. I know, it takes a long time to get through transfer windows, but we only have 10 games left in the regular season. I mean, right when the transfer window ends in MLS, the season's almost over. So we have 10 games left, and we're in a really, really good spot, still sitting in first place in the Western Conference, and of those 10 games left, 4 of them are against an opponent that currently holds a playoff spot. We have 1 against Houston, 5th place in the West, 2 against Colorado, 6th place in the West, and then 1 against Toronto. They're in 3rd place in the Eastern Conference. So with us still holding that first spot, Minnesota's still creeping, but we're still looking good. Our schedule isn't too bad to finish off the rest of the season as well. I'm liking where we're at. Now, there was a comment from last episode that caught my eye, and I actually hadn't even been thinking about this because it doesn't really affect us at all that much in this series, but with the new layout of the table in FIFA 19, you don't get to see the bottom half or the bottom part of it. So I guess I go ahead and show you what that looks like right now. And actually, I haven't even looked at this since, you know, we were down there ways in the early parts of the season, but ooh, Portland's in last. I don't want to gloat, but I'm actually shocked. I've never seen Portland in last place in a career mode, and Sporting being that low is also kind of a shock. Let's see what's going on in the Eastern Conference. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit more normal. Chicago in last. Philadelphia's down quite a ways as well. They're usually around the playoff positions, but there you go. So like I said, 10 games left to play in the regular season. I want to try to get through all 10 of those games in the next 2 episodes. So today, and then the next episode, and then that'll end the regular season. Then the episode after that, we get into the playoffs, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be in the playoffs. So let's get into this thing. First game today, we're at home against Colorado. They do currently hold the playoff spot. All right, here we go. Kickoff against this Colorado team. Like I said, they do currently hold the playoff spot, 6th place in the Western Conference. But I don't even know how to begin to explain the team that they have out there. They play Giles Barnes and Sam Nicholson up top as a strike partnership. Like, I didn't think Sam Nicholson would be a striker at all, but apparently it's working for him. Horta turns it back. And inside. Nice little move by Horta. Horta playing it through for Ramirez. Oh, that was a great play. And Ramirez just couldn't control it. Oh no, Kellen Acosta's up the wing. Oh, he got just skated right on by Moutinho over there. Ball in the box. It's a good one. Barnes. Woo! Follow up and it's cleared away off the line by Briseño. And then the cross is blocked by Moutinho. Okay. Insane start to the game for both teams. Wow, Colorado not messing around here. They're moving the ball very, very well, and that's 1-0. Wow. Okay. I still don't know about Nicholson as a striker. He hasn't really done anything, but Barnes gives me problems no matter what team he's on. And that was just him getting in the right spot, making the right run, and then just a nice little layoff to Gashi in the middle, who's going to finish from there. So, yeah, not a great start from us. There you go, Perez. Trying to make things happen up the wing. Horta in the middle for Ramirez. Ramirez, there we go. Ball for Julian Green. First time shot. Right at Tim Howard, though. Finally, we broke through. 34 minutes it took us to get our real first look. And we put the shot right at the goalkeeper. Here we go. Ramirez. Finally, Ramirez makes a good pass. I don't even know how he made that pass, to be honest. We're going to try to pull it back. Nicely done. That pass was a little bit hard hit, but that's okay. Christian Ramirez has been absolutely god-awful in this first half. But when he gets his chances in front of goal, he usually puts a good shot on target. He does so there, and we've got the equalizer. Wow, we have struggled in this first half. I tried to do anything too fancy with it. Perez playing it there. Nice. Beautifully done. Who is that? Julian Green. It is Julian Green. Tries to lay it across. He does! I thought the defender was going to get there. What a ball for Julian Green. And it's Benny Feilhaber, who's wearing the armband for this one. Gets us the go-ahead goal right after halftime. That's the response we were looking for. That's the start to the second half we needed. Come out firing, get our passes right. We do, just barely. We've got the lead. All right, come on, boys. Last 10 minutes. Let's hold on to this. What the okay. One more defensive stop, and we should have this thing. Or if Colorado take too long to do anything with it, we should have it as well. That should be it. It is. Okay. Wow, that was definitely not our best performance by any means. We only had a handful of shots, maybe. But we made the most of them. We were efficient that game, and that was huge for us. We get the 3 points at home against a very decent Colorado squad. All right, so straight into the next one, and this is what I assume is going to be the last LA Derby of the season, unless the Galaxy go on some insanely stupid good run and sneak into the playoffs, which I don't think is going to happen. This should be the last time that we see them this season, and this is for bragging rights. They beat us once at StubHub. We beat them at Bank of California Stadium. This is the last match we'll see them this season. This is to claim LA. Either LA is going to be blue and gold, or it's going to be black and gold. Let's see how we do. So normally we just jump straight into kickoff, but I want to take a look at their starting 11 because honestly, I don't understand how this team is this bad this year. Look at that attack. Zlatan, Giovanni Dos Santos, Kamara, Leggett, Alessandrini, Kitchen, and Carrasco in the midfield. Normally that would probably be Jonathan Dos Santos in there instead of Carrasco. This team is not bad. On paper, it is insanely dangerous. All right, well, now we're set for kickoff after I've thoroughly worked myself into a tizzy once again. I just keep remembering what they did to us in the 3rd game of the season where they beat us 4-2 at StubHub. This is not an easy team to stop. Despite where they are in the table, they are extremely good. Holy shit. Okay, well, Zlatan scored a bicycle kick. Sure, okay, 1-0. Cheers for that, Zlatan. I appreciate that. Nice, Julian Green holding it up, playing it through for Horta off the post. Are you serious? Horta, no, come on, man. That was such a nice play. It's our first chance of the game. We deserved a goal there. We're still on it though. Rossi playing it through for Julian Green, saved by Bingham. Now all of a sudden, that goal by Zlatan seems to have woken us up. Thank God, because we've been abysmal so far. All right, start of the second half. And I know we kind of got slapped around a little bit early in this one, but I feel like we can come back. I feel like there's something here for us in this game. We just got to make it happen. Rossi's through. Rossi, please. Yes, Diego Rossi. It's been a lifetime since he has scored a goal, and none have been bigger than that one right there. That was the perfect time to finally get off the mark and score a freaking goal. First one he scored since I moved him to striker last episode. Oh, we're back in. I told you, we can come back. We can win this game. All right, Vela in there for Green. Green for K. K, one more pass. We've got Andre Horta. Low shot off the post. Tap in. It's Diego Rossi again. I think. Pretty sure it is. Is it? Help? Someone? It is. Is it? It is Diego Rossi. Okay, it is Diego Rossi. 2 goals for Diego in this one. And we've got a lead late here at StubHub. Go on, Blessing. Get in behind. Beautiful ball. Come on, Blessing. Put it in. Blessing! God, I hate him so much. That was Rossi's hat trick. Just lay it out in front and let him finish. What a shit pass. All right, we are very close to the end. Let's not make any stupid mistakes here, Feilhaber. Just keep the... Feilhaber, what did you do? Why did he pass the ball there? That's not what I said to do. Oh, Giovanni Dos Santos. Oh, Danilo Silva. Oh my, I said don't make any stupid mistakes, and Feilhaber literally passes the ball in the wrong direction. Oh my God. Okay, we do get the win. 2-1 at the StubHub Center. Oh, we did not make that easy though. So we are approaching the end of the transfer window now, and I was thinking back about how many players we're losing at the end of the year, and it is quite a few. I think it's 7 or 8 players. And I know we're going to be bringing in 4 new players via the MLS draft to kind of make up the numbers, but we're still losing quite a few. So I thought maybe we might bring in a couple of role players, some squad players. Not people that are really going to have a shot at the starting 11 spot, but someone like a Callum Malice who's in the team right now, or an Aaron Kovar. Just players that are there just in case. So right here we have Jalen Robinson from DC United. Yes, he's an MLS player, but this would not be someone that I'd be considering giving up a draft pick for. That wouldn't be required to pick up someone like this. Again, just a depth player on the team. And then maybe an Ervin Trejo or an Eric Cantu, someone to play in the midfield, take up that midfield position vacated by Callum Malice, who's going to be leaving. So I might bring in a couple of these guys just to make up the numbers so we have a little bit of depth next season. All right, so with 1 hour left in the transfer window, we can take a look at the big moves around MLS, see if anything has changed in FIFA 19. I can tell you right off the bat, it has not. Atlanta has gotten rid of Villalba, Barco, and Garza, so basically not blowing that team apart. They kept Almiron and Joseph Martinez, so at least they have their big pieces left, but those are some big players to lose. Who else left? Let's see. Dallas got rid of Grueso, Barrios, and Akindele. Barrios is a big loss for them. Grueso's kind of a big loss as well. LA Galaxy got rid of Boateng. I'm not mad about that. I freaking hate playing that dude. I ended up bringing in Cantu, Robinson, and Trejo. All three of those players that you saw in minor deals. It only cost me $300,000, so not a lot there. Minnesota is bolstering their lineup, which I like to see. They're a good team right now in this career. Red Bulls got rid of BWP, so there you go with that one. Who else is gone? Orlando made some moves. Philadelphia got rid of Bedoya and Andre Blake, the two faces of that franchise. So they were already bad and they just got worse. Toronto got rid of Chara. There's a couple more big ones. Yeah, Nico is gone from Seattle. Idiotic move from them. And then, yeah, Giovinco, who always leaves Toronto in the first season of career mode, is once again gone. So there you go. New FIFA, same old shit. Alright, so on to the next match. We're off to BMO Field in Toronto to take on Toronto FC. They're still holding down a playoff spot in the Eastern Conference. We're looking to extend our lead atop the West. We're fully fit for this one. This could be, potentially, an MLS Cup final preview. Probably not, but it could be. Alright, here we go. Kickoff against Toronto, and they are losing Giovinco at the end of the season, as per usual in career mode, but still there now. So, oh, well, he was there. No, he's still there. No, we got the ball back. Get her it. There we go. Yeah, not that scary. Giovinco, yeah, never usually does anything against me in career mode. Nice block by Zavaleta. Thought I had Lee Win getting through there, but Mark Anthony K, dude, he's so good. He seems like, Mark Anthony K is really, really good, but he seems like when he gets on Canadian soil, his powers just grow, and he just becomes an absolute monster. He picks that one up there. Porta turns, fires, deflected! That was lucky. That was a very, very, very lucky goal, but it is 1-0. Oh, how did that ball get through there? Uh-oh, Victor Vasquez coming forward. Altidore, ball in. There's Giovinco. It's 1-1. Yeah. As soon as that ball left Altidore's foot, I knew we were in a lot of trouble there. And after I said Giovinco doesn't do anything, he hops on his little junior-sized motorcycle and runs my ass over. So that was great defense, boys. Yes, Horta, nicely done. Ball up here for Lee Win. Lee Win spots Mark Anthony K. Going through, gets that pass away. Oh, God, it's Latif Blessing. Oh, Lord, I was crapping myself on that one. I don't like Latif. In case you haven't noticed, Blessing is not my favorite player on this team. As a matter of fact, I would not be opposed to getting rid of him in the offseason. I literally hate that guy. He does nothing right for most of the game, but every once in a while, he does something right. And that time he actually finished that chance. If he didn't score there, I might not have played him the rest of the season. I'm fully ready to switch to Joshua Perez. That's how much I dislike Blessing, but let's not be too negative. After he's just scored a goal, we have the lead back. Come on, boys. Back in there for K. And now for Rossi, get the shot away, Diego Rossi! That's what I'm talking about. This formation, if we play against a normal 4-at-the-back formation, our normal formation, the 4-3-3, works very well. Anytime it's a 3-at-the-back or a 3 or a 5-at-the-back like we're playing here, we have to switch it up, and the 4-1-4-1 is what I'm going for. It works a treat. Good interception by Atuesta. Working the ball here. Here we go. Benny Feilhaber coming forward. Waiting for a nice pass. There we go. We find it. It's Christian Ramirez. Ramirez back one more. Beautifully worked. Nice patient. I almost hit that with Ramirez. That would have been a mistake. Good patient play. And that should do it. It's going to be Atuesta. I think that's his first goal of the season. Not bad for the young midfielder. 4-1 over Toronto. We're running away with this one. And actually, that's going to do it. That's the final action right there. Ref blows the whistle straight after kickoff. It was 1-1 at halftime. The only goal we scored in the first half was the own goal by Zavaleta. Switched formations at the break, come out and outscore them 3-0 in the second half. Amazing what a simple change of formation will do to give you that matchup advantage. We absolutely blew them off the pitch in that second half. All right, so to end this episode off, we're going to sim a couple of games here. I'm a little bit nervous about doing this, mostly just the injury aspect. They seem to pick up a lot of injuries in simulations, but I do want to finish the regular season in the next 2 episodes, which means we have to sim. So the first game here is going to be at home against New England. They are in next to last in the Eastern Conference. Only Chicago is below them, and I already picked up an injury to Walker Zimmerman. Okay, that's why I was worried about simming, but Briseño steps in. It was an instant substitution, which means it's probably a bad injury. Win. Okay, this is gonna. That was an absolute shit show. Win missed the pen. We drew with New England at home. That it was just awful. So it turns out the injury to Zimmerman wasn't that bad. Just a bruised tailbone. He will miss this next match, which is again at home. This time against the worst team in the Western Conference. We have the Fighting Wandos coming to town here. We're just gonna go with the same starting 11 minus Walker Zimmerman. That's a better start. Let's quick sim this one. Much better result. And to finish up today, one more sim. This one's against the worst team in the Eastern Conference. It's Chicago. We're off to the Windy City to play this one, though. I made one change to starting 11. Well, Zimmerman's back, and then I also put Feilhaber in there for this one just to give him a game. Another good start. Wow, Latif Blessing actually scored. Win picks up an injury, and we actually lose that game. That was, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit shocked. So with that, we're gonna wrap this episode up for the day. Only one episode left now of the regular season before we hit the playoffs. And before we get into talking about seeding and what's going on in the table, quickly on Lee Win, that injury picked up against Chicago. Broken toe. So yeah, that's an unfortunate one. Thankfully, we picked up Julian Green in this season. He's going to step in. He's played well when he's had to play, so I'm actually not too worried about the production dropping off there, but it's an unfortunate injury nonetheless. So, where we are in the table, 4 games left to play. We have a 3-point lead over Seattle, who have absolutely stormed up the table this episode. They're 3 points back, but we also have a game in hand, so I'm not too worried about our positioning in the Western Conference. I think we'll still be able to hold on to that top spot in the West. And there's the rest of the Western Conference standings before I forget. In the East, bit of a shakeup. New York Red Bulls have won the Eastern Conference. I mean, they've locked in the #1 spot in the East. They're 10 points clear of Atlanta with 3 games left to play. New NYCFC, DC United, Toronto, and Orlando are the other playoff teams for now. So that is it. That's where we're ending this one. If you did enjoy it, make sure to let me know by leaving a like below. Subscribe if you're new. And I will see you when we come back for the regular season finale here with LAFC. See ya.